Well, it's really lovely to see you both on this momentous occasion. I mean, you finished shooting a while ago, but this is still emotional. This is still a big full stop, isn't it? Just talk me through how you're all doing. Daniel, you first.
Well, I mean, it's been like, for everybody, it's been like just a very, very odd couple of years in any way. And this has been, someone dropped an earring. It's like to sort of put things into perspective, the fact that we had this movie to put out and we were waiting to put it in the cinemas, and it was like, well, what will be, will be. I'm just so grateful that we've got here eventually, and that we're going to have a premiere and we're going to celebrate this, and we're going to, because I think we've got a very special film, and that's just, that's just kind of, it's more than we could have hoped for, especially this time last year. No one knew what was going to happen.
I think it's interesting you'd announced that this was going to be your last one. We knew that, and then we were waiting for this moment to happen. That must have been slightly agonising, because you were about to have this very big moment, your last Bond film, and you couldn't.
But like I said, it's like everything had to be put into perspective. I mean, it was just like the world has gone crazy, and it's like we locked it away. We've been so we've been so careful about keeping it under wraps, and we waited, and thankfully the people whose money it is have been incredibly brave and have waited, because it could have gone other way. It could have gone out there. This is a Bond movie. It's meant to be seen in the cinema, and I've just had to chill. I mean, it's out of my hands. Control the things you can control.
How do you feel when you hear this question all the time? Can Bond save cinema?
You answer that one.
Thanks, Daniel. Listen, it's imperative that we save cinema. I mean, cinema is, so vitally important to us culturally, and it's one of the greatest forms of entertainment. And I think, we've learned a lot during this 18-month period, and one of the things I think we've all learned is how much we need each other, how much we're social animals, how we felt so deprived of experiencing things with our loved ones, our friends, and what better place to celebrate life and family and friendship than going to the cinema. And I'm really excited that some of the films that have come out recently have done so well, because we have to remind people of what a great experience it is to go to the cinema and see a film. And we think our film is really good. We think it's been worth waiting for. So we hope that audiences will enjoy this film and celebrate, not just Bond, but celebrate the return to the cinema.
Mm-hmm.
You said in the documentary about Daniel's tenure as Bond, I can't imagine...
She said that as well.
Yeah, you did. You said it right, though. I can't imagine Bond without Daniel. That's a big statement. Is there going to be a Bond now we know Daniel's going?
The statement is still true. I mean, I'm in denial.
Of course there's going to be a Bond. I mean, of course there is. I mean, listen, I mean, I'll answer this. It's like the James Bond is hopefully eternal. There's always going to be something. So, we're in the middle of this, and it's been a very emotional couple of years for all sorts of reasons. And I think it feels like we just sort of want to get the film out. Let's just deal with that, and then I'll be front row and centre when the next one arrives.
You've had a bit to say about who it should be. Mass speculation.
Have I?
You said not a woman. Yes, that was the statement you made. It's been everywhere.
I didn't say that. What I said is there should be parts for women that are better than that. There shouldn't. I never ever said it should not be a woman. It's just like why does James Bond have to be a woman? Someone should write a role as good as James Bond for a woman. That's what I said.
Yeah, and I agree with that. And I've said the same thing. I actually copied him by saying the same thing.
What's been the lowest point for you, do you think, in the 15 years? There must have been lots and lots of highlights, of course.
There's no low point. There's times where jobs get tough, but that's like everything. So, and I can't look back on any of the 15, 16 years actually it's been, without thinking of all the high points. They so outweigh any of the low points. It doesn't even register.
Where do you think this can go? You reinvented it. That was the ambition, really, in hiring Daniel, was to bring a whole new Bond into the franchise. Where do we move to now? Where's the next step in this Marvel cinematic universe? I mean, things have changed so dramatically, haven't they, in cinema over the last 10 years or so?
I really am not thinking about the future. I'm thinking about now, and I think we have to celebrate now. Again, we've learned a lot during the pandemic, and one of the things we've learned is relish the good times, and this is a good time. I mean, we think the film is magnificent. I want people to celebrate Daniel Craig because what he has done has been extraordinary, and this is the sort of epic conclusion of his tenure as Bond, and I want people to celebrate that and celebrate coming back to the cinema, and we'll think about the future at another time.
What has James Bond done for you, Daniel?
I mean, that's so hard to answer. It's changed my life. I mean, I knew it would, but who could imagine the way it's sort of, what it's done for me. But the only thing, I always say this, it's given me the chance to work with some of the best people in the industry, and Barbara and Michael have given me this opportunity and responsibility to sort of take this on. And, I'll be forever grateful for that opportunity, but the work is what I've always loved most, and that's what I'm going to miss most about this.
Is there anything you're not going to miss?
This?
Come on, you love it, really.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. Can't you see?
This hullabaloo that goes with it. You've obviously done lots of other things in the meantime. You're always going to be known as James Bond. I mean, is that a good thing?
It's not a bad thing. Is it?
I'm wondering about different roles you might want to take into the future.
In what sense? That it'll affect the roles I have? I don't know. I'm playing someone called Benoit Blanc right now. I think it's moot.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. We've not been able to see the film because you want to keep it secret. Suggest to me something really massive happens in it?
Yeah, of course.
Something very dramatic?
Lots happens in this movie.
Lots happens in the movie. Yeah, and you won't guess what it is.
Okay. I feel like an air of finality, obviously with you, but finality in something very dramatic.
It's a
die or-
celebration. It's a
don't know.
celebration of the it's the conclusion. It's a celebration of everything he's done up until now. I mean, the thing that Daniel has done is he's given Bond a really complex, interesting life, and so there's lots of relationships in this film that are very meaningful and very interesting, and I don't think you'll be disappointed.
Just finally, in the documentary, you got really emotional. That was quite a moment when you said goodbye to the crew. That must have been incredible.
I know. Well, it was, like I said, those are the people that I do it for, and it was hard not to get emotional. I tried to not get emotional, but.